In your own time?
I don't have a stopwatch.
And I do. Preferably sometime this year. Got an appointment at 9.
I'll use my watch instead.
No. You need to time this precisely.
You've done this 1,000 times.
2 minutes, no more.
What? Have you looked in the mirror recently?
Youth may have departed me, but not the magic. I owe it to my public to try.
Public? You mean the ones who actually remember you?
It's on the mantelpiece.
Face facts, Dad. In these parts, you're just a distant memory.
Not after today. Not after the great Houdini performs his swan song. His last great act. Ready?
Michelle, good to see you back. Thanks. You got a minute?
Sure.
Told you it was quicker to avoid the high street. Now we're late. You never listen to me.
Hello there. How can I help you?
Look, before you start...
Hey. You're not here for a telling off. I just want to know that you're okay.
Oh, I'm fine. And I'm sorry. I know I let you down, Julia. It won't happen again.
So how are things? You look better.
Well, I'm grateful for the time off.
So ready for a full day?
Yeah, you just try and stop me.
Great. Well, nothing more to say except welcome back.
I need you to do me a favour, if you would be so kind.
I'll do my best, Mr. Howe.
This afternoon, I shall be engaging in an act of some physical exertion, to which end I require a quick MOT, just to make sure everything's in order, and to appease my son here.
When you say physical exertion...
Stunt is perhaps a more appropriate word.
You might know my father by a different name.
Oh, you have a different name?
Not as far as you or the taxmen are concerned, but in public circles you may know me as the great Houdini, the world's oldest escapologist.
Of course, the Midlands' very own daredevil. I thought I recognised you.
You remember me?
Well, how could I forget? I mean, you did that thing at the bull ring with the oil drums, 1975?
76, actually, to mark the 50th anniversary of Houdini's death. He pioneered the handcuffed escape from the oversized milk can. I did the same, only with an oil drum.
Bigger than a milk can.
Of course, the straitjacket is my pièce de résistance.
He knows how to pop his shoulder in and out.
And you've been doing this how long?
Over 50 years, on and off.
More off than on.
In recent years, yes.
But you're planning on making a comeback?
Well, absolutely not. Quite the opposite. Dad's planning to retire.
But not without some fanfare. I intend to go out with a bang.
I mean, not literally.
I shall be conducting a performance for the public and local media this afternoon. One last great escape. Of course, if there is enough interest in the great Houdini's heroics, I might be tempted to dust down the straitjacket again a few more times.
What? You never mentioned this before.
You seem to think I'm yesterday's news, but the good doctor here remembers the great Houdini with great affection. Perhaps others do too.
That's only because he's old. No offence, Doctor. You promised. You said this would be the end of it.
Never say never.
You're not up to it.
Well, why don't you let me be the judge of that?
1 week away and everything's moved.
You're right down there.
Well, there used to be a system.
What are you looking for?
The box with the registration forms. Thank you.
It's okay if you don't talk to me. But for what it's worth, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And if we could just put all this behind us.
Fine. I just need to run this into Jimmy.
It's a little on the high side. Take a seat.
But nothing to worry about.
Well, not if you were having an afternoon stroll, but wriggling about in a straitjacket could be very dangerous for a man of your age.
I don't plan to have a heart attack today. Look at me. I'm as sprightly as an 8-year-old.
In a body that's pushing 80.
Are you saying we should call it off?
Well, I'm saying that I advise against it. However, this is the great Houdini. Is there anything I can say to dissuade you?
I'm afraid not, Doctor.
Well, in that case, make me one promise. Let this be your final performance.
I'll give due thought to your advice. You don't happen to be free this afternoon. Only, I'd be honoured if you could find time to attend our little event.
That would look like I was condoning the enterprise. I'm not sure I'd be comfortable with that.
Well, thank you for your time.
Good luck and take care.
Thank you, Doctor.
Mr. Howe?
If you're really worried, then you should come.
Sorry?
If something were to happen, it'd make me feel better. Please.
I'll see what I can do.
Sounds serious. What's she like?
Keris.
I thought my ears were burning. Whatever she's told you is all true. How you doing?
Okay.
All right, well, I'll correct the gross exaggerations later. It's good to see you back.
It's good to be back. If I can just avoid running into a certain doctor.
Oh, that sounds like gossip.
Only if making a fool of yourself counts.
Well, it depends where and with whom.
Okay, the other night I got drunk, I tried to kiss Daniel, only he made his feelings quite clear.
Oh, he turned you down?
Yeah, how humiliating is that?
Oh, not as humiliating as throwing yourself on a man that bats for the other team. Simon, I misread that one right and proper.
Oh, there's no mistaking how Daniel feels about me.
Leave this one to me.
Hello?
Quick before he finishes this call.
No.
Oh, just the person.
Hold on.
There is a massive spider in the ladies' toilets.
Gotta go.
As I'm sure you all understand, there's more to being a firearms officer than just being an accurate shooter. This job's all about making split-second judgments. Let's suppose you're called to a busy shopping precinct. There's a guy threatening to use a gun. There's people all around you. What do you do?
Take out the shooter.
Why?
One dead criminal. It's better than 5 dead kids.
Well, what about the public reaction? Some people might call that a bit reckless.
Yeah, well, I'm sick of these wishy-washy liberals always banging on about the rights of the criminal. You don't hear them complaining when a policeman gets shot.
And there was me thinking we were here to protect the public, not complain about them.
I suppose you'd offer the shooter a cup of tea first. Try and be all nice to him.
Well, in my experience, guys with guns get nervous and they shoot if they feel threatened, so yeah. I would offer him a cup of tea if I thought it was going to help.
If we could leave the politics aside for 1 minute. The key thing to remember is that a good marksman always thinks before he acts.
Martin! What? Are these the best you could find?
They're the only ones I could find.
Did you look in the wardrobe?
No, I got those from your drawer.
Well, you want the ones from the wardrobe.
I don't want anything from your stupid wardrobe. You want to wear something different? You go looking.
I haven't got time for your pettiness, Martin. I need to find a more suitable item of neckwear, and we're running out of time.
So you want to have a conversation about it now?
I didn't want to be late. Anyway, I'm calling you now. How was your first day back?
I don't need soft soaping, Rob.
This isn't something that I've rushed into.
No, you practically sprinted.
And I'm not planning on getting killed.
And that's supposed to make me feel better.
Karen, I know you don't like this, but you're asking too much. I just feel trapped.
Don't try and justify it. If you don't like your job, do something else. I gotta get back to work.
Karen.
Don't see the TV crews. You did call them?
Guess they found a bigger story.
A bigger story? Don't these people know who I am?
Life's moved on. These days people want to see you buried alive or sitting in a block of ice for a week.
Mr. Howe?
Yes.
I'm Andrea Nelson from the Lethbridge News. I wonder if you can give us a few words and maybe a photograph for our readers.
Certainly, my dear.
Tell me, is it true you are officially the world's oldest escapologist?
Oldest and still the best.
Luke? Load. Make ready. In your own time, commence shooting. Ceasefire. Unload. Make safe. Keep your sights on the target, Luke. It's not going anywhere.
5 out of 6.
Is one missed. Let's see how Rob gets on. Rob. Load. Make ready. And in your own time, commence shooting. Cease fire. Unload. Make safe.
Martin, would you be so good as to make the final adjustments? Ladies and gentlemen, I will now attempt to emulate the great Houdini by escaping my bonds inside a period of just 2 minutes. Thank you.
Martin. Martin! Right, good. Okay. It's all right, Penny. It's deep breathing, nice and steady. Okay, let's get you out of here. Martin?
Sorry. Is everything all right?
Yeah, it's fine. You just startled me, that's all. I'll do this in the staff room.
Sabotage!
You tied the straps too tight.
Oh, so it's my fault, is it?
Time out, gentlemen. This excitement isn't going to do you any good.
He doesn't think I know the truth, but I do. You wanted this to be my final act, one way or the other.
What are you implying?
He tried to kill me. My own son.
I've never heard anything so ridiculous.
I found the earring. It belongs to her, doesn't it?
Good work, you guys. You've both done really well. Think you're ready for the assessment?
Bring it on.
What about you, Rob? Guess this will be quite life-changing for you.
It's a big commitment. You got family?
Just me.
I hope so.
Cheer up, mate. Might never happen.
Take a seat. Leaning, Ada.
You okay?
Yeah.
That was quite a performance.
It was a disaster.
I didn't mean your dad.
I don't follow.
We all saw what happened. Some of us more closely than others. If it hadn't been for that doctor,
What
then...
are you suggesting?
You tell me. Even Kenneth has his suspicions.
He told you that, did he?
Who's Nicola?
Leave me alone.
You tried to kill him, didn't you?
I believe he just asked you to leave him alone.
Doctor, how is the patient? Glad to be alive?
I don't know which end of the stick you've just grabbed, young lady.
I think we should let our readers decide, don't you?
Mr. Howe Sr. doesn't really believe that Martin tried to kill him any more than he believes he's going to make a comeback. He's a showman. It's all talk.
He seemed very sure to me.
Yes, well, why don't you take your little notebook and pen and try and find something else to write about?
What, like elderly has-been gets stuck in straitjacket?
That man is part of the town's heritage. He deserves far more respect than a few column inches. And as for you, you deserve a medal for putting up with the old bugger.
I think I'll pass.
Thank you. I'd hate to see you when you're really angry.
Not my favourite breed.
Thing is, she may be right. You see, I did tie the straps too tightly. And when he needed my help...
You froze. It's a perfectly common reaction.
I've spent my whole life looking after that man. I'd never do anything to harm him. And yet, a part of me...
It was an accident. Everyone could see that. There is one thing I'm curious about. The lady at the park.
Her name's Nicola. She's my girlfriend. Under normal circumstances, I'd have moved out years ago, man of my age. But with my mother gone, only I knew how to keep him safe. Only I knew how to tie the straps properly. And a few months ago, I joined a Lonely Hearts website. That's how I met Nicola.
What does Kenneth think about this?
He doesn't know. So I thought.
The earring.
I knew Dad wouldn't approve. He's a selfish man. He's also terrified I might leave him. And that's why we kept our relationship a secret, just until I could persuade Dad to give up all this nonsense. And he was all for it.
Till he found out about her.
I'm not giving up Nicola. No more than I deserve. What? What is it? Is it Dad?
No.
Ceasefire. Unload. Make safe. Good work, Rob. Now there's going to be a few more surprises this time round. Reload. Make ready. And in your own time, commence shooting. Rob? Ceasefire. Make safe.
How long have you had the hand tremors?
6 months.
Any other symptoms? I notice when you walk, is that tiredness or do your muscles feel rigid?
Bit of both, I suppose. I've always been a fit man, but recently I feel like I'm falling apart.
Right, I'd like you to come in tomorrow for a proper consultation.
Why? What's wrong?
I'd rather not jump the gun.
Doesn't sound good. Look, just be honest with me.
Do you have any history of family illnesses?
My mother died of pneumonia. My aunt suffered from Parkinson's.
Right.
You don't think...
Well, we'll need to run some tests.
What wonderful irony. First whiff of freedom and now this. I don't know what's worse, being trapped with my dad or trapped in a wheelchair.
It's a very bleak prognosis.
I know what Parkinson's does, what it spells out for my future.
Well, we don't know anything for sure. Besides, the symptoms can be managed very effectively.
Managed? It's a good word. Hardly the same as cured.
No. But in the meantime, there's something you can cure.
Okay, don't want to keep you guys hanging on any longer, so these are the names of the 3 people who've made it onto the course. They are John Richards, Gemma Griffin, and Luke Henderson.
Yes!
Congratulations to the 3 of you, and commiserations to the rest of you. Well, thought you had that one in the bag, Rob.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Been smuggling her into the house, haven't you? I wasn't born yesterday.
Her name is Nicola. And frankly, I don't care what you think anymore. You're an arrogant, egotistical, selfish old man.
So there is fire in your belly after all.
What?
You're probably right. I am selfish.
Yeah. Well, all that's about to change.
I'm too long in the tooth for change. I wouldn't know how to be anything else.
You're serious, aren't you? All these years I've worried about you. You don't give a damn about me.
No, being selfish and... what was the other one?
Arrogant and egotistical.
They have nothing to do with not giving a damn. You're my son and I love you, even if I don't say it.
Well, if that's true, you'll let me salvage what's left of my life.
And leave me to fend for myself.
I don't care what happens to you.
It's a good bluff, but you can't. We've been joined at the hip too long. If I might make a suggestion, why don't you move... what was her name?
Nicola.
Why don't you move her in? She can look after both of us.
No. I'm not doing this on your terms. This is the deal. Nicola's not moving anywhere. But if I wanted to stay over, she stays over. Do I make myself clear? And you can forget about performing any more stunts. As of now, you're officially retired. No more Great Houdini. From now on, it's plain old Kenneth Howe. You got that?
If you say so. Now, if you could just fetch me a few things from the shop.
I failed the test. I wasn't good enough.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. What's done is done.
I love you very much.
I know.
No matter what. I mean, I know I didn't want you to do this, but I do want you to be happy, and if ARU isn't for you, then maybe do something completely different.
Like what?
I don't know. But whatever you decide, I'll support you all the way.
Right, I'm off. I'll see you ladies tomorrow. We'll catch up then, yeah?
Why don't we all go for a drink?
I'd love to, but...
No, go on, go.
How about it? You may fancy a quickie?
Oh, behind the bike sheds.
Oh, careful. I might take you up on that.
Actually, I'll pass. It's been a really long day.
No worries. Are you coming?
Oh, no, you go on ahead. I've got a quick call to make here.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Night.
They got caught up in a raid and DI driver wants to make sure they're not suffering any ill effects.
If you've got any information on Merrick,
Nothing concrete yet.
then get off my line and keep your nose out of my investigation.
Bye.
Pardon me.
Bill's life might be in danger. If we don't find him soon, I think it might be too late.
Unbeknown to her, Jessica's about to be caught up in a plot to help a couple of Soviet ballet stars defect. A historical murder, she wrote, next this afternoon on BBC1 Scotland.